people have been practically begging to get the chronological feed back to Instagram. But now that it's back, I don't think Instagram wants us to use it, or the new favorites feed that they've introduced recently. Why do I think this? Well, in today's video, we're going to analyze Instagram's user interface for some evidence. But first, hi, I'm Chelsea. I'm the founder and CEO of ClickMaven Media. I'm a content coach and social media strategist, helping women to create content with ease for their businesses so that they can create community around their brands. So if you're not familiar with the two new feeds, here's a quick rundown. The following feed is a chronological feed we had years ago that people wanted to come back, and it only shows you posts from people that you actually follow. Then the favorites feed will only show you posts from people that you select to be on that feed. So if you have accounts where you never want to miss a post, this is almost like a good alternative to turning on post notifications for that account. Now for the user interface breakdown. But before we get into that and log into the Instagram app, I want to acknowledge something quickly. The way we hold our phones. Most of us are holding our phones like this or like this, where we're navigating apps with our thumbs at the bottom of the screen. And what's right down by our thumbs on the Instagram app, on the right side specifically, since most people are right-handed, the Shop and Reels tabs. Now, my dad has always said to me to follow the money, so the placement of the Shop tab seems pretty obvious to me. Although selling fees are currently waived on Instagram until the end of June of 2022 to help small business owners get back on their feet, typically Instagram would receive about 5% per shipment from sellers, or 40 cents for shipments of $8 or less from sellers. The point is, the more accessible the Shop tab is, the more likely you are to tap on it and buy, which gives Instagram more money. Now for the Reels tab, think about how many times you started scrolling on Reels or TikTok and you look up and all of a sudden 30 minutes to an hour has passed. That's how they get your time. I'm realizing I sound like a little bit of a conspiracy theorist, but stick with me. The more time you spend on the app, the more opportunities Instagram has to advertise to you, which means more money for them, so they want to keep you on the app for as long as possible. So at this point, you're probably like, what does this even have to do with the new feeds? Well, I had to point out what was closest to your thumbs so that I could put emphasis on what's furthest away from your thumbs, which is access to the new feeds. Now, maybe people have slightly different interfaces because Instagram is out here dropping new features left and right every other week. But the first thing that I wanted to point out is you can't even see that the new feeds are an option when you first open the app. It's not until I tap on Instagram in the top left corner or start scrolling on the algorithm feed that the little arrow pops up next to Instagram letting me know that the new feeds are available. But when you go to these two new feeds, the arrow to go back to the algorithm feed is very apparent, and you can access the algorithm feed again by simply tapping the home button at the bottom of your screen, which again is more accessible. On top of this, every time you close out of the Instagram app and come back, you're back to the algorithm feed. So you have to take that extra step of selecting the following or favorites feed all over again. Now in reality, it doesn't take that long to select the following or favorites feed, but with people's attention spans getting shorter and shorter, every single second counts. And Instagram knows this. So with all the money and talent that they have at their disposal, you have to know that they're very intentional with their user interface design. What they want is for you to spend as much time on the algorithm feed where they can advertise to you as possible. I spent about 10 minutes or so on the following feed and didn't see a single ad, just posts from people I follow. So if you spend time on the algorithm feed, they make money. If you spend time on the following feed, not so much. This is also why video content like Reels as well as carousels are prioritized on your feed. Take note of what the first post is that pops up when you log into Instagram. 9 times out of 10, it's probably a Reels or a carousel post. That's because they keep your attention for longer, so you're spending more time on the app, which gives Instagram more ad dollars. So in the comments, let me know, have you actually even been using the following or favorites feeds? I'd love to know your perspective. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe for more content on Instagram and content creation. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.